This is Patrick and Avery from Whitehall. Thanks for listening to our chapter on As the Story Grows.
Welcome to the next chapter of As the Story Grows. I'm Brian Patton. This week, I'm excited to introduce Patrick and Avery from the band Whitehall to the show. Whitehall is another new act from Common Ground Collective. Their debut album, Swordfish Catcher, will be out sometime in 2021. The first single from that record, Good Guy, is out now. The guys chat about their influences, playing house shows, and the themes and sound of their upcoming release. Go give the single a spin. I hope everybody has a great Christmas holiday this week. Next week, we'll have a very special Best Of show featuring snippets of interviews from this past year, so you won't want to miss that episode. Enjoy this week's chat with Patrick and Avery from Whitehall.
You don't like the way I drive, you say I'm gonna get in a wreck. I don't think that you're wrong, it's just that I'll die if you're correct. I don't wanna know just how right you are about everything you make fun of me for, about all my stupid scars.
Patrick and Avery. From Whitehall. What's good? What's good, guys?
Well, everything, I guess, to some degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most things, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. How has quarantine and COVID life been treating you guys?
Here and there. It's been all right.
Yeah, it's like we didn't have to go through too much of a change, you know.
Oh, we'd hoped to tour a little bit this summer, so we've
That's
been
the big one, yeah.
stuck
Yeah.
in Charleston for a little longer than we would have liked, but we are hanging in there.
Yeah, as far as our regular lives where we have to go to work and stuff, it just kind of continued. So
Yeah.
but we're
Yeah.
hanging in there. It's all good.
Oh yeah,
How are restrictions down there?
Non-existent.
loose.
yeah.
Loose?
yeah, mostly non-existent.
Yeah,
That's
being down in the South, and it's definitely a different story than, like, I don't know. There are major cities taking it very seriously and very cautiously, and I wish we could join them.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm in Philly, so things were pretty tight, and they've been pretty tight here. So cool, guys. Let's just start. Are both of you from Charleston originally?
I'm from Myrtle Beach originally.
Yep.
Which shout out to Kaylee Spivey. You had her on recently. I don't really know her that well, but we are from the same area, so
Yeah.
you know.
Nice.
South Carolinians.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's two other band members, and they're also from South Carolina, but none of us grew up in Charleston, so we just ended up here, and this is where we started the band and everything. So
Mhm.
That's cool. Was it college that brought you there, or just life?
Absolutely
College.
it was the school thing.
Yeah, we were roommates, and then we met the other two dudes.
And we were roommates.
Yeah, we were roommates. Exactly.
What got you guys into music?
I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah.
Just a bunch of happenstance, like finding random songs that
Yeah.
like just happened to make me feel like I wanted to like start running around in my bedroom or whatever.
I think I heard somebody playing guitar, just like on a record or something, and I was like, oh, I could do that. I'll just pick one up and I'll join that. That seems cool.
For 2 years, you noodle
That's-
around not knowing what you're doing at all, and
Yeah.
then maybe you can like write something.
It's like,
make a song.
that's fun and infectious, and I can definitely do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Which was a big statement at the time, because I couldn't.
Yeah. Was there a band or a scene or a sound that kind of stuck with you guys that is like memorable, that like drove your musical direction?
Yeah, so it's funny. Everybody in the band comes from like really different areas like that. Kind of a hodgepodge, but yeah, we all have like super different influences. So I think it is kind of funny that we're all working together on some stuff
Yeah, I've been listening to when I was young. My first major like genre crush was like thrash metal. So I've been like back into Metallica a bunch recently.
Nice.
Past week, which is like, if you know me, I don't like come off as someone who like wants to bang my head against the wall. Yeah,
he's a very sweet guy.
But I also like Wilco, you know. So like stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and then you like John Mayer.
Yeah, I grew up on like singer-songwriters and stuff, and 2004 that was John Mayer for sure.
Yeah, same timing, very different things.
But, for sure. But it's funny, we have a lot of overlaps in small areas. Like we both love Wilco, and there's some current bands that we love called Car Seat Headrest, and who else? We all
like Pile.
We all love Pile. Pile's a great band.
Pile's a great band.
They're from Philly, right?
They're from Boston.
Yes, Boston.
I'm surprised.
That's okay.
I forget.
There's a lot from Philly happening over the last few years.
Definitely.
It's a hot spot.
They were called All Boy, All Girl, but Grocer?
No, I don't know. I'm not familiar with them.
I know off the top of my head at the moment.
I was
we
thinking
played with before that they're great.
I was thinking Hop Along. Hop Along's great.
Hop Along.
Oh, Hop Along's great. Yeah, Frances. Yeah, she's awesome.
Big fan.
She's in the neighborhood.
That's cool.
Used to be. I don't know now. They're big time now, but
she's a star. Right?
Yeah, superstar. That's cool. So for you, John Mayer, was that kind of what got you started on like writing songs?
Yeah, definitely. I as soon as I like figured out how to play his chords mostly, I started writing my own words to them and everything. It felt like that was like the next step. So yeah, that was definitely the defining start of songwriting for me.
That's cool. Did each of you have bands in high school or open mic gigs? Or
I played open mic. There was this place in Surfside Beach called the Surfside Beach Bar, and we just play like open mics there every once in a blue moon with a couple of friends and stuff. Everyone was kind of terrible, but some people were like amazing. So it was cool to be like in the middle of a lot of different like genres and people being drunk and crazy.
Yeah. I played like a couple of things in high school, and that was it. Like I played like 2 gigs, and I was like, this is weird. And then I got to college, and we were like, let's play house shows all the time.
Yeah.
My life changed.
You got sweaty all the time.
Yeah.
Was that you being pushed into doing that, or
no?
In a good way, somebody says, get out your comfort zone. You could do this, right?
Yeah, there was a little bit of that. It was like, I don't know that I myself would have said, like, you know what, let's play some house shows.
Yeah.
I think
it
was like, we were in like a group of musicians. We thought we would all do it together.
Right.
And it just kind of worked out.
Yeah.
It was, it was something that was like, is at a friend's house. And it was like, hey, we'll play 30 minutes. That's no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Could be cool.
Yeah.
So.
Good stuff.
That's cool. Did that name Whitehall come from, is that like, you didn't have a band name and you're like in the hallway at school or something silly like that?
Might as well be.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah.
It's as boring as that, yeah.
Yeah. We were trying to come up with a whole bunch of band names. I don't know if you've ever tried to name a band.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's awful.
Yeah. Everything is so dramatic and over the top. And this was the first thing that we were like, okay, this is cool. It doesn't mean anything, and it works well. Right. So it's like,
at one point in his dorm room, we had a map of the U.S. and we were throwing darts at the map to see if we could hit a city that was just random enough sounding that we could just make the band name and be done with it. But
yeah,
we didn't quite.
It's like, can you call a band Toledo if you've never been to Toledo or Ohio?
I would say yes.
Maybe, but
sure.
Yeah. Should you? Maybe not. That's
never been on a Led Zeppelin, I don't think.
No. Yeah, exactly. So we could have gotten away with it. Yeah, I'm glad we went with Whitehall.
That's cool. Yeah, band names are so weird.
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah, as far as band names go, I think we didn't pick a bad one, and that's all I'm happy about.
What influenced your sound, inspired your sound, kind of this like upbeat pop rock? Like, what was your inspiration?
Just being frustrated all the time, I guess. Just living in South Carolina and being like probably
Yeah.
on the opposite of a lot of the percentage, of the people here, and that kind of upbringing.
Yeah. I mean, I think we also like kind of got stuck in like that college crowd early on.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just like, it was much easier to play a danceable song.
Yeah.
Something upbeat. And, even if you're writing a sad song, like you can totally disguise it and you can have a lot of fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there becomes this like interesting dichotomy with the songwriting. So I think we've toyed with that. We don't play house shows anymore, but we still have that kind of energy, and we've learned to play with that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of upbeat party vibe.
Yeah, but like there's something a little bit more serious, hopefully relayed as well.
Yeah.
That being said, we will play a house show if anyone's got one.
Yes.
We don't play them here in Charleston anymore, but we mostly played Philly house shows, and we've always had like an amazing time. We played 2 or 3 there now, and it's like such a fun time. So
Nice.
yeah, we love it.
Yeah.
Good crowd.
It's a great scene. How do you guys get connected with Common Ground?
I believe we had some contacts that as far as I'm aware, they were like friends of friends of friends.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But we started shopping our demos around and sent them to like 50 odd labels or so. And yeah, we just didn't hear back from that many people, and they were really stoked to hear from us. And like I said, I think there was some connection, and we just hit it off. So
yeah, that's cool.
we got lucky with them,
Mm-hmm. And they're amazing. We love them very much. We're really lucky to have been picked by them to be working with them and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they keep stumbling upon the amazing acts, and yeah.
Really.
Every time Brittany emails me, I've said 1,000 times on this podcast, but every time she emails me, I'm like, okay, this is going to be good. Nice. And it always is. So
we'll appreciate that.
We're excited to join the ranks.
Yeah, so nice.
Yeah, it's super cool. You guys just dropped Good Guy, the first single from your full-length Swordfish Catcher, which is going to come out sometime in 21. Do you have a rough idea of one in 21 that's going to come out? Or
Cool if it was like maybe spring.
Maybe February.
I want it to be February, but I don't know that it will.
Yeah, give or take 8
March.
months. I don't know.
Something like that.
Have you been sitting on this record because of COVID?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess
I wouldn't really say because of COVID.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah, I think we wanted it to come out this fall, but and we recorded it this spring, but I don't know, I'm sure you're aware, it just always takes longer than you think, and dates always get pushed back. So I don't think we're intentionally waiting for like spring of 21.
Yeah.
But hopefully more COVID things subside by then. We can actually figure out how to have like a normal tour release kind of thing. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not because of COVID, but we're like kind of riding it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense. Is there a theme to this record?
There's a handful of nautical themes that have come up
randomly. That's why it is what it is. I guess. We've
just like random jokes about the ocean have just like kept coming up. So we're doing that, but kind of on a more serious note, the tone of the record is very frustrated, and there's a lot of themes of like kind of finding your place and just understanding the world around you. So
Gotcha. You said frustrated. Is that lyrically or musically as well? Is it a little kind of pissed off musically? Or
I think like sometimes we can be reserved, but when we like to like let you know that we're upset about something or passionate about something, we tend to do that. Okay. I feel like Good Guy is a decent example of that. There's some like weirdness in that one, which is cool. It gets loud, but it gets chill too.
I'd say the lyrics have a lot to do with frustration, but I would say we let it out musically as well. I think it's as much said as it is felt.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, because Good Guy, it's still got like, it's a pretty poppy single. It's got a good hook, get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
It's always important.
Yeah.
Right.
To me, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think if it doesn't get stuck in your head, then I don't finish writing it, you know?
Yeah, it's hard to know whether that's going to happen when you write something, but it's cool that maybe sometimes it does.
Sometimes
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't, for sure. With COVID happening and knowing your record's coming out, and do you have time to prepare for the possibility of not touring and what it could look like to release kind of stuck where you are and what you might do in that inevitability almost?
Right.
Hopefully not, but you know, it feels like it.
We're like really hoping that's not the case. So
Yeah.
But I'm, you know, we're always thinking about that kind of thing. Like it's definitely a possibility. So I don't know what exactly would we do, but I'd love that if it involved just making maybe more music and putting out more music or something like that, you know?
Yeah, I think we've seen so many acts and friends kind of have to go through this as well, that I don't feel like we're alone, and I don't feel like we're missing an opportunity that other people have had, kind of thing. So I think there's like some like peace of mind with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not early to the COVID album release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're, you know, like I also don't think we're, you know, stuck.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Have you had to come up with creative ways to try to stick with your fan base and create content and
Yes.
keep things fresh this year?
Yeah, it's really hard. We're not like an internet group necessarily. We like all suck at it. Patty's probably one of the better, you know, I'm like basically illiterate when it comes to like being social, like, or being like, you know, a social media person.
None of us even like post on our like personal pages anymore. So it's like
I post once a year, literally, if you want to follow me.
Yeah. And it's usually just something that rhymes.
Yeah, that's it. So it's not, you know. So yeah, it's a challenge, I would say, but we're trying.
We're figuring it out a little better. We also feel like we had somebody helping us post for the past year, and like taking photos for us and this kind of thing. So we kind of had to step up and do it ourselves anyway. And I think it panned out just because it's a little more personal for us. To be like, you know, it was us to fans rather than like through somebody else.
Yeah. And you guys got good backing with Common Ground to help now,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it is definitely a big help.
Yeah. Did your music video, did you film that recently for Good Guy?
Yeah, it was filmed
First weekend in September, I believe.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it was something like that.
Still like 100 degrees in Charleston. We were like, you know what? We started making all these swordfish crab catching jokes, and we were like, let's go catch crabs, and we'll make a silly video out of it. And we were like, wait a minute, is that the whole premise? And it was like, yes,
yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah, and I guess restrictions are so loose down there that it wasn't weird to go out and do something publicly like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, the beach was a little safer, you know.
Yeah.
Pick a good area where we could be secluded enough we wouldn't get a bunch of people in the shots, but I mean there's still people everywhere.
Yeah, but I mean like at the beach it's much easier to be distant if you don't go like by the pier kind of thing. You know, it's like
we found a nice little nook in the like what was it called? What is it?
It's Morris Island. Yeah, there's it's like an abandoned lighthouse and all this stuff that nobody really goes over there because you have to walk to the beach. Everybody's like, that's so much work.
Really far,
It's like, fine, we'll carry the Bud Light over there. It's fine. It's no big deal.
Wanna be a good guy, don't wanna die. Oh no, I wanna be a good guy. Something's happened, something's done. Something's done.
Thanks for listening to As the Story Grows. Our theme song was written and composed by the legendary Bob Nana. If you like what you hear, subscribe on iTunes and give the show a rating and review. If you'd like to support the show financially, click on the Patreon link at asthestorygrows.com. If you enjoyed this episode, share it on social media with your friends. Much appreciated, and thanks for listening.
I never felt so young and alive as when I'm diving into a tomb. And now out.